We want to get a breakdown of tonight's election night, Dean.
All right. And for that breakdown, we have our political science professor and our political analyst, Gabe Sanchez, tonight. Gabe, thanks so much for being with us.
Always a pleasure.
We heard Annalisa talking about this. The stadium, though much money was spent, what, $800,000 trying to get this $50 million bond passed, voters overwhelmingly rejected. What went wrong for New Mexico United?
Well, almost $1 million spent. I think it was $900,000 plus,
Okay.
and just a terrible campaign, to be honest. I mean, you think about the context of everything else, municipal bonds on the ballot, overwhelmingly positive. Voters clearly rejected the stadium. And I think at the end of the day, you take a look at the campaign, it was announced with not enough details for New Mexican voters to understand where was it going to be located, all the different details of what it was going to be used for. And I think voters at the end of the day needed answers to those questions before they're willing to invest that level of money.
Now, in looking at the campaign, you think they had a poor TV campaign?
I do. I think it was pretty clear, those of us that pay attention to these things, this was an out-of-state firm, right? It wasn't locally produced. It didn't have folks that look like us. And all those different things matter, especially when you're asking for a lot of money like that.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Peter Trevisani, a man who seems at ease as the owner of the New Mexico United, happy to pour money into the PAC that pushed all that money into advertising. He seems very comfortable on camera. He seems like a great spokesman for the team and for this cause. Do you think he hurt their chances at all, given the fact that he is a wealthy businessman asking for money in this context?
Well, it goes both ways. Great spokesman, great in person. People like the guy, very likable. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of folks say, why is he asking for money? Isn't he a billionaire? Why does he need money from us, taxpayers, to support the stadium?
What do you think is next for this stadium issue?
I think they're going to go to the legislature and they're going to ask for money there. I don't know if they'll get it, but I don't think, especially losing at this wide of a margin, you come back and ask voters to support this again. I think that's probably dead in the water.
You think they've got to rethink how they did this?
I think they've got to think through the funding streams, and the key is you've got to have answers to all these questions. What it's going to be used for, and most importantly, whose neighborhood is it going to be housed in, before I think you're going to get anybody to cough up that kind of money.
All right, Gabe, thank you.